All right, welcome back, everybody. Today we are picking up kind of where we left off. Um, so I kind of moved our initial base. We were out in the country, and today I moved this into town here. Not quite today, but I kind of picked up base, moved it in here a little bit. Um, so what I did is I kind of took over this little storage building here. So we are in town. We're not all that far from um, Trader Jen. Trader Jen is off in this direction. So I have a sleeping bag in here. I kind of did this up a little bit. Um, One of the things I'm very fond of doing is I like putting up these bars because we can shoot through those bars if we have to. And this door is unlocked, so I've always got zombies trying to get into this door. Now that the bars are up here, I don't really have that issue as much. Um, so we've kind of got that fixed a little bit, and I really kind of need to fix this up here. I'll work on that some other time while you guys aren't just sitting here watching me upgrade everything. Um, I was able to scavenge enough stuff, and I was able to get 3 dew collectors up and going. I had the barter for the water filters, so we're able to get 3 dew collectors. Now, here again, we have a mod in for our water collectors, so we can have up to 10 waters. I think the base is only 3, maybe it's 2 or something. It's not very much, so we do have that. I don't have it set up so I go any faster or anything. It's just trying to have a couple dew collectors up here. I had railing going all the way out, but unfortunately, in order to get this one over here, I had to kind of take the railing out. So, all right. So here, as you can see, we've kind of taken this over. We have a start of a base, kind of going through here. So all I've got is I have one secured chest up here. This is mainly my food and medical supplies at the moment. This is my miscellaneous everything else at the moment. And then I have the cooking pot and cooking grill in here. I do not have um, our beaker. Um, so when it comes to doing, here, let me do it with this. Doing chemicals and that, I am very limited as to what I can and can't do. I can make glue. Looks like I can make some paint or whatever. Um, but if it requires having that beaker, it's not something I can currently do. Um, I do have one handgun. I did find a couple guns, but I've only got the one handgun on here at the moment. I very well might take all of this out of here, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment here. Just kind of going on. And of course, in this area, because it's an extra locked area, I've got my bedroll so I can get out of here. Just as a extra precaution, I like to put it inside of another locked room. Okay, so we're going to explore around a little bit. There is a police station in here, and then there's this hotel. So um, first of all, let's kind of hit our hotel. Do a real fast rummage through. I know we're going to find a couple zombies. Normally, and I have I'll kind of call it a bad habit. With a lot of these games, I grab everything I can and then I'll sort it all out later. Mainly because if I have zombies or other creatures or whatever else, I'm going to tuck down here. I can grab everything and then I can go, and I don't have to worry about spending too much time there. Okay. And the thunk. And the girl next door. The thunk. Her brother, father, whatever you want to call that guy. Now I think I have the loot. It's either at 100% of the time or it's like 90% of the time. So if you're wondering why I get so many loot bags, I think it is modded to be at 100. It might only be about 90%. Either way, I do have it turned up quite a bit. Doesn't mean I'm really getting the best equipment out of there. We'll go into our inventory. So the meat is coming off of them. Ooh, I do have a nail gun. That'll be very helpful now. It's just some of the miscellaneous things that people would have on them. I figured that they would probably have something on them when they got turned into a zombie. So that's why I keep it that way myself. Everybody's got their own opinions, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to sit here and say that my way is the best way on anything. I just like to think I'm a goofball just trying to have some fun in a video game. And I'm hoping that the silliness that I get into and the things that I do are something that you find hilarious to watch and listen to as well. So, okay, we do have a back room here. Check the toilet for, oh, we got paper, so somebody's shoving paper in the toilet. Okay. And then we have a safe. So, with everything being turned up, I do go through safes really quick. I do need to get into having more of the steel tools and all that stuff, but we're working our way there. Okay, and then I can unlock this, which then unlocks the door, and the door is now stuck open unless I want to knock it out. I don't think I can make... I think I can make a secure wooden door, but I don't think I can make a steel door or anything. So... Oh, and here, we have double wooden doors now. That was from one of the mods, so if you're not used to playing this or whatever, or you're just kind of listening into this, we do have the double doors, which is wonderful to sit here and say. For trying to get like motorcycles and stuff like that into places, scooters, bicycles, you can kind of open the double doors. So I'll knock all this out, and then I'll put up a wooden door, which I didn't make. Why don't I get a wooden door made? Oh, I didn't make one. Never mind. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. Alright, I'll get that out of there. We'll get a door in there. There we are. Okay, now we can get in there without a problem. Actually, I think I'm probably going to need some more wooden doors. Let me get a bunch more made. I'll get about 10 of them made as I'm going through here, because I'm going to start knocking out some doors here. So as I'm knocking out doors, I can replace them. Okay. And we'll get them. Aha, we got them. Awesome. And then we got some meat to gather here quick. And we got a bag. And food box. One piece of food. One of the things I was able to come across as I was doing things here is I am able to now cook, I believe it is down here. Whoops. Let me do it this way. Down here in my inventory, I now have grilled meat instead of the charred meat. So the charred meat I'm going to see about selling. I think I already did some. I'll just cook the grilled meat at this point. Charred meat is fine. The only problem that I have with the charred meat is it starts knocking down how much, or knocking down your thirst. So you have to start drinking a lot more water. So as soon as I can start getting grilled meat, I'll get rid of all the charred meat. So, okay. Now, if if you're not playing this with all the mods that I do, and I'm fully acknowledging I have all these mods here. One of the things I've done in the past is, I knock all this out. And then I'd kind of either jump across or I'd build a bridge to go across, and I'd drop down that hole over here. Oops. So that way I could get into this building, because typically I wouldn't be able to just jump over here if I wasn't running with all the mods that I have in here. So, it does make a little bit of a difference. So I just kind of build my way across. So I usually keep a couple blocks handy. And I have some steel blocks, steel cubes, which I'm going to take out of there. And I'm going to put just building cubes here. And we're going to get some more building blocks here and get a bunch of those going. I find it very nice to have a bunch of these handy, because if I'm trying to get into different places or whatever, I can set them up there, and if it's something that it's like, look, it'll just be a temporary thing, or I don't care if it gets destroyed or whatever, I don't have to upgrade them, but I can jump on them. So, and as another thing you notice, I like to get things kind of fixed up, so that way it kind of protects my back. I don't have zombies kind of sneaking in on me as much. Everything I'm doing is really just trying to make sure I don't have to worry about the zombies, really just sneaking up to me and catching me when I'm trying to check other things out here. That's all I'm worried about. And of course, I pick up everything, whatever, especially initially whatever I can't use, I just sell off right away. Even if it's stuff I know I'll be needing later on, but it's just something I don't need now. Let's see, what do we have here? Got a backpack. And there are times where I've come into bathrooms and there were zombies in here, just kind of standing around a corner somewhere. So, always trying to keep an eye out for that. And then, me being me, there are times I'll take this car out and I'll kind of refix all that up. You'll notice, and I'll do it up here, I'm going to end up rebuilding this flooring over here. So, I'm just hitting this room by room, floor by floor. Here we are. I'm crouched down, so he hasn't seen me yet. We got him. Oh, there's a big berth in here. And that's what I was talking about, just trying to make sure I don't have zombies sneaking up behind me, but here I am. Alright. Okay, so there's something up, probably upstairs or next to me. So, there he is. Alright. I'm gonna repair that, so that's all ready. Get that repaired for myself. Yeah, okay, so, primitive bow, I can get a number, or a level 2. I'll leave it be the way it is, but, alright. Oh, and it's nice getting the animals, because then I can get the tallow so I can make more torches. Now, I got 37 on me at the moment, but it's always nice having extra torches. Because sometimes I'll just throw torches up in the hotels here. So next time I go to loot it, in however many days it is later, I've got it available, or I can see at night instead of just having to hit it through during the day. Of course, I do have the light, so that's the light off, that's my light on, so that really helps. Another big thing to think of when we're playing these games, 7 Days to Die has in its mechanics that the more lights you have, the more it attracts zombies. So if I have a lot of lights here, it will attract zombies to the hotel. Okay. Likewise, much like when you're building your base, the more lights you have your furnace going, you have your campfire going, you have a couple torches up, that starts to attract more zombies. It starts putting more of a kind of like a marker on the map saying that here is a place for zombies to congregate and try and raid. So it is something to keep in mind if you're trying to keep the presence down at your own base. You may want to have a few less lights. And one of the other things that I've started doing, me and my friends have started doing, is grab that quick. We will start having our kind of like our raid night base. So it's not our regular base; it's our horde night base. It's where we want to be when everything goes wrong on the blood moon nights and all that. And everything's trying to attack you. We'll have a couple crates there. Mr. Officer. The nice thing about doing a base like that really kind of comes down to if the base gets compromised, it's not your home base. If you die there, it's you're not being respawned on top of during a horde night. Those are the reasons why we do it. For better or for worse, that is really the big reasons why we're doing it. Okay, let me get upstairs here. I pay attention to where I'm going. I must have a zombie just outside here. Alright. And I just like fixing things up. So here I am, just fixing things up. Let's see if I've got. Let's see, where did it? There it is. She went. All right, so I've got that. That'll help me out quite a bit. And I thought I had a regular sledgehammer, which I don't see. Well, we'll figure things out here. Alright, it's at least upgraded a little bit, so makes me feel a little bit better. Alright. Now, one of the things early on in this game, and I think they kind of went back to it, was as you're using the tool, you kind of level up with it a little bit. So the silliness is, if you're using a tool for bashing everything, you kind of level it up a little bit, and you just get better at it. So it's kind of silly in that regard, but sometimes you might just want to say, well, then, oh phooey, and I will just start using the tool on things and maybe get a little less supplies there. There it is. That's how that's supposed to be. Yeah, like that. I just like fixing everything up. I don't know why. I just enjoy fixing everything up. Probably why I like building Legos. Alright, so now we got this. We're going to get a couple, start repairing the floor here. Now, if I was an individual that wasn't worried about the floor, I'd probably just put out the one here, just so I can walk across here a little easier. Not a problem. If I want to limit as to who can come up here, I can always just block that up. So now that means I can't just get anybody coming up, and we'll just kind of go from there. I have those steel blocks, those would actually be better, but I'm just throwing these out here for now. So now let's see, how do we want to do? Let's just get leveled up here a little bit. And then later on, in between game sessions here, I'll probably upgrade all this, you know, fix all this up or whatever a little bit more. It's just me being me. Alright, let's go see what we can find in here. Sneak down a little bit. I don't have anything here. Maybe I already hit this. Nope, I didn't. Alright, got that going. See, and this would be a nice thing to say, hey, if I put a torch in here, then it's someplace I've already hit. Either way, now we do have the window here. Get that out of there. Okay. I think we're going to have some fun coming up here. Oh, there's duffel bag. There might even be some cooking or something in there. Alright, so we got some medical supplies. Well, we're here. Let's go find out what we've got up here. Well, this just leads us to upstairs here. And we have a police officer. Said, hello there, kind officer. Oh, let's spit at us. Alright, well, let's take care of the police officer up here. And again, because I enjoy building things, I might even fill this in later. And just have some fun with that. Ooh, I get the fellow. He's a bigger officer, so I think I get the fellow for that. Alright. And as we're clearing all this up, alright. I don't know, games like this are I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but one of the things I do enjoy is just kind of going off the wall. So whatever my interest is at the time, I'll kind of futz with. And where I'm going with this is because like with Fallout or something like that, doing like a Fallout shelter. I've on a regular game just kind of started, found a place that I could use as a start off place, kind of like that house out in the woods. I started digging down and I started to slowly just build a Fallout shelter. So I think what I might do, because of the silliness of it all, it is very time consuming, but it is just kind of fun just to kind of do it just because. I think I might do that on this game through. So I don't know exactly where I'm going to put a Fallout shelter, but I think I'm going to build one. And we're going to put a little Fallout shelter in here. So, and it's even funnier because I know that in game, there are some buildings that actually have their own shelter. So, in that regard, alright, so now we have this. I'll walk through. And there we are. I don't remember that being there before, but here we are. Okay. Now I can see up a little bit more. Let's see if we can figure out where the police station is. I want to hit the police station and then we'll probably call her a day for today. Not trying to take too long. Okay, that's our building. Trying to remember where the police station was. There it is right here. That's the police station. So, alright, I think we should be able to drop here. No real issue. Alright. So, we'll loot the car and we'll see what we can get. Hopefully what we can get is a couple good guns and that, and maybe some good locking, or not locking, magazines or something like that we can learn with. Okay, so we got a bow. Oh, level 6 bow. We're gonna put that on there. Level 6 compound bow. So I don't know if you guys have noticed here or not. We actually have the prestige unlocked. So we have 3 arrows already kind of done up. So I don't have. So with the prestige here, I can have 3 arrows all set and ready to go. Okay, so this is all locked. Let me do. I gotta give up something here. I'm gonna give that up. Actually, why don't I give this up for now? That way I can put the bandages in there. There we are. So I need to be able to break through these. There's one. Oh. I'm gonna have to see if I try and hopefully we can get some good tools in here too. because I don't have enough magazine skill or whatever in order to get a forge going quite yet. So everything I get, I have to kind of scavenge at the moment. So ooh, we have a good possibility to some stuff here. Hello, Mr. Construction Worker. I'll play Karen and ask for your manager. Shoot that green stuff at me, I will shoot back at you. Okay. Alright, well. I hear someone trying to... Okay. There we go. Alright, well, if for nothing else, I get some meat out of this. So we get a couple magazines, well, one magazine, Tech Planet. I hear a lot of zombies around me. That's alright. Because that means every zombie is a chance for something here. So, good, bad, or indifferent, it gives me an opportunity for possibly something. So, alright. 2, 3. Medical supplies, electronics, gun store stuff, some parts, a little smorgasbord, a little bit of everything. And some murky water there. Can boil that up later and get some decent water. Oh look, it's Mr. Police Officer. Officer friendly. Okay. Nothing there. Ooh. So we have gun rack. Well, we got some ammo, and a mod, and a couple grenades. That gives us a little bit of a chance here. As I'm trying to do this, I have to kind of watch the time I have. I only have so much time today. Always seems to be the way things work out for me. Is I have only so much time to try and get things going. All right. Let's sneak up here. Trying to see what I can find that I can get into. Here's another area. Okay, one less Doberman to worry about. And this is why people are afraid of Dobermans. We use them all the times, all the time in video games and all that, and we call them the fur-covered razor blades. Right. Think of where we are, what we've hit, and where we want to go. Alright, well we have, nope, that's where we were. We missed that in the opening here. Alright, this is on the other side there. In their locker room here. I'll have to just kind of knock the door out here. And I'm just trying to remember if there was a basement to this building or not. I know that there are some that do. I just don't know if this is one of them, that's all. And the other thing you notice is if I crouch here, I actually I don't make as much noise when I'm hammering away here. So, but I do have, oops, wrong one. Alright, let's see here. I'll craft all the torches I can. What I need here is I have my character's got a bad knee, so I'm trying to see what I can do with a bad knee. I don't think that the needle is going to do it. Needle thread. But I had some aspirin here. And I took aspirin, but it didn't seem like it did anything. Sugars. Let's see here. Bumps, bruises, most common injury, first aid bandages. So that's what we will use. Okay, now we're good. Just trying to ransack this as fast as I can. Ooh, and we have a couple glowing zombies here. Alright, I'm just going to leave the bodies themselves be at the moment. I'm just trying to sneak through here as fast as I can. Unlocked. Alright, there's the front door, so I think I'm most of the way through. I bashed through both sides there, so... Oops. Oh, we got zombies now. Alright. Oh, I'm doing horrible. Okay. Yes, I'm doing horrible here. Wonderful. Okay, so we got a duffel bag there. Got some books. Hopefully that's a good thing. Alright, we were already in there. There's a big hole in the wall. We have zombies. And Mr. Friendly here. And we have a crawler. I've got a couple magazines. I can do okay at times on this stuff, but sometimes, as you see, if I'm being rushed, I don't do the greatest. Um, Sometimes it's just kind of sludge away, and the pull from comedian Gallagher. I don't know if you know the comedian. Just pull up the old sludge-o-matic and wail away and hope for the best. Um, all right, and I think we're done. So with this, we're gonna sneak up here. There's vehicles in here that we could actually try and loot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start heading back. Um, we're gonna get back to our homestead here. Sort through what I have, what I need, what I don't need. I'll take care of all that off camera and all that. We'll get going there, and then we'll just see how we are. The nice thing is because having the parkour and we jump higher than most of the zombies. The spider zombies can sometimes jump as high as we do yet, but typically they don't. With the AI, they don't typically jump like we do, anyways. So with that thought, having it where I have to jump into a base is really nice. And the other thing that you'll notice here, once I get a forge and that going, um, one of the big mods I like to have now. When the game first came out, we had what they call it, like tree stump spikes or so. They were large stump spikes or whatever. It's like a big tree, like a tree stump, but a big block that was to a point. And you were able to upgrade that to, I think, like concrete or something like that, or reinforced concrete. Well, they took that out of the game. Somebody else had said, well, if we can put up just um, like wall plates and stuff like that, they added spiked wall plates. So using that same idea, but just kind of taking it one step farther. So now it's not just the wall plate, but we're using the wall plate and adding spikes to it. And I like to put those around my buildings. I find that very effective, trying to keep all the zombies out in that regard. And um, not just keeping them out, but it'll help kind of thin it down a little bit, especially when we're setting up for Horde Night. Now, this is what day 5, so I've got 5 more days to try and get everything going, and we'll get this going. So, as you can see, we started off on day 1. I think we ended on day 2, so we're finishing up day 5 here, or just starting day 5. So, I spent 2 days. I didn't get all that much farther. I kind of took this over. I hit another building or two. I'm not sitting here. I mean, even with the mods in here, I can craft everything I want to craft. I can do all that stuff. Um, you might say I'm maybe overpowered or not overpowered, however it is. I'm still fighting with everything else to try and get all the books and the books, the magazines, and all that stuff. Um, to try and do the same thing everyone else is doing. I just enjoy the prestige skills, especially with having like 3 arrows in. So you're a little bit faster, but I still have to reload. That's kind of a nice little extra. The other part is really that corpse exploitation. That way I can use zombies as meat. Yeah, you're being a cannibal, but we're having zombies here anyways. It just kind of stinks when you're fighting off like 14 zombies and you find just one little rabbit. So you get just enough meat to maybe make one one little bit of food. And it's a video game anyways, and we're doing this just for fun. As always, this is always just for the fun of it all. So what we're going to do is we're going to end it here. Thanks for visiting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for seeing how my silliness goes. in the next one, hopefully we're getting close to a horde night. I'm going to try and get, I'll try and finish up those buildings real quick. I'm not going to sit here and just build while you guys are watching. What I will do is I'm going to try and see about trying to come up with a little fallout shelter, just for the fun of it, and whatever days it takes to do it, it will. Nice thing about when I'm doing those is I get a ton of stone and a ton of clay because I'm digging underground, so I'm just getting all that material. But I also have to spend quite a bit of stuff. I make a real huge amount of cobblestone because everything will be cobblestoned in. And cobblestone is fairly easy to make because all I really need is stone and clay. So as I'm doing it, it's not like it's all concrete and reinforced and so on and so forth. It's really just done as cobblestone, and I'm already like how many levels below everything else. So it's something that's always got to be kind of done up. And I usually have like a couple layers of cobblestone, and then I usually reinforce the dickens out of it so that way everything's nicely done. But we'll see what we can do on that. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, and see you then.